Scorpio, how are you? Let's do a reading for your current energies, shall we? As always, please take what works, leave it doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. And I sure appreciate each and every one of you. And if you appreciate what I do here, help me out. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really makes a difference to my channel. And I'd love to see my channel continue to grow. So let's see what this week looks like for you, Scorpio. It's just a short energy from 7 to 10 days, something like that. Maybe the next time you see me. But let's see what the energies are. Now, we do start out with the Seven of Swords reversed, crossed by the Lovers reversed. So I feel as if there's a situation that you are dealing with within a partnership. Doesn't necessarily have to be, romantic. Just a partnership where I feel as if, there may not be a good solution to whatever it is you are dealing with within this energy. But let's see what it is. Because I do feel as if, there could be some breakdown of communication between you and your partner. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship that is romantic. I'm just seeing a partnership where there's this real disconnect. Because when we have the Seven of Wands coming in reversed, I mean, somebody may have done something behind your back. And maybe you found out about it. Or this could be, an energy of where, something happened between the two of you and it's something that's been going on. I mean, we are at the energy of a 7, right? So, things have been said, things have gotten to a point where maybe there is not a good solution between you and a person. Now, when we have the energy of the Three of Pentacles in the recent past, I have to say that it could be really an energy around a partnership within a business. Doesn't have to be, what partnership it is, but I just feel as if, there's no more options in trying to make something work between the two of you. I think it's just been totally shut down. And this actually could have been quite a burden because we also have the Ten of Wands coming in reversed. So whatever it is that you are up against, when it comes to how to handle a partnership or what to do in a situation where you feel as if you've been a little betrayed, because that Seven of Swords could be somebody snuck around behind you, like I said. And the fact that we do have this Three of Pentacles out here as the recent past, I have to wonder whether it's somebody who you were working with. And you may have been carrying the weight or the bulk of the project or the situation that you've been dealing with. And the reason why I say that is because, when we have the Ten of Wands, I mean, somebody is taking on everything. And it's reversed. And I think you don't want to take it on anymore. Maybe, there needs to be more balance between you and this person or these people that you are involved with. I think, at the end of the day, though, Scorpio, you do want to find a solution with this Temperance card. And I think you're willing to be patient as long as you do see that there is the possibility of a solution happening. Now, with the Five of Wands here, as part of your extension, I just feel as if, this situation has exhausted itself. If you keep trying to offer and give advice and help in a situation or a project, and it goes without, being noticed or stated or said, and you just feel as if, maybe you've been taken advantage of. Because that's what I'm feeling. You took advantage of us. Somebody took advantage of you or this situation. But now, I feel like you are willing to make it work, especially with this Temperance card coming out. I think, you would like to see a resolution, but you yourself can't find it. All right. And I think with that Temperance cards coming out is like maybe we need to just lay low and not, kind of put it to the side. Because sometimes when we put something to the side and then we reapproach it, all of a sudden we see things from a whole new perspective. And I think that is what really is needed because, we do have the Two of Wands here and it's coming in reverse. All right. So you don't really want to go in another direction. I think you really want to make something work. I think, this breakdown of communication that has happened between you and your partner is a big issue. And it could be because they might have done something and they don't want to face the music. So they might get very defensive. They may even lie to you, because I just feel like they knew what they were doing. And in knowing what they were doing and then getting caught, all of a sudden it's in their face. And it wouldn't surprise me if they try to throw you under the bus. All right. And I say that because here we do have the King of Swords coming in reversed. So I feel like you're dealing with an energy of somebody who I think feels like they know more. All right, you know, this King of Swords, you know, he knows it all, you know, and how he's going to do it is the final call. But I just feel like, you know, this situation, you feel like you got the short end of the stick. I mean, honestly, that's what I'm feeling. You got the short end of the stick. You didn't want things to go down this way, and you still want things to work. Now, with this Ten of Wands in your near future, I feel like, you know, you have to step up to the plate and say something. It's like one person or the other has to be the bigger person. And I just don't feel like they are going to be the bigger person. If anything, they're going to be the one that's on the defense saying, oh, no, it wasn't me. You know, this is what this happened. And, you know, they will find every opportunity to throw somebody else under the bus. You know, but you have awareness, you have depth, you have, you know, keen instinct as well, right, Scorpio? And at the bottom of the deck, we do have this Six of Cups. So, you know, again, I think there's too much between you and this partnership to just say, we're going to throw it up and I'm going to go in another way. I think what we need here is true clarity. And I think more than that, you know, is the ability to say, you know, listen, I've got to be really honest. I can no longer carry the weight all by myself, and you need to help me, you know, and whatever it is that went down, you know, maybe we can push it underneath the bridge and, you know, find a new solution. Excuse me, I am a little under the weather. You know, so I do feel like, you know, things could truly work out very positively for the two of you. And I think you need to remain hopeful, all right? So whatever this situation is, whatever this hiccup is, whatever the argument was that caused a breakdown in communication, I do feel as if there will be in time some kind of a solution. So that's what I've got for you for this week, all right? So, you know, maybe this is the week where everybody just needs to process whatever needs to be said. But, you know, I think the most important thing here, especially with this King of Swords coming in reversed, is that, you know, we need to be able to trust each other. And when a King of Swords comes in reverse, you know, you can't always trust what they're saying, you know, because, you know, their intentions may be more for themselves. So whoever it is that you are dealing with, Scorpio, I feel as if, you know, they're going to try to save face at maybe your expense. And, you know, but you, like I say, need to be the bigger person in this situation. So that's what I've got for you for this week, Scorpio. I hope this resonates. We'll pick it up next week and see how this may resolve, or maybe not. But for now, just know that patience is required, and just give it time, all right? Because I think solutions will eventually emerge, and you can get back on to the same page. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. Take what works, leave what doesn't. I'll see you all later, all right? Bye now.